Hi guys, this is Mike Doble on Friday, January 17th, the start of a long 4-day Martin Luther King holiday weekend. It is 4 p.m. roughly, and you can see by this shot here overlooking Ober Mountain in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. The crowds have already started to arrive and show up in force. It's going to be a busy weekend, but I'm telling you, man, it's going to be a great weekend. I was actually just discussing some things with some of our partners up in West Virginia, Canaan Valley, Timberline, in that area. They've now had 17 consecutive straight days with snow, a significant snowfall, 5 inches, 5.1 inches. It fell in the last 24 hours. Overnight through this morning, 5.1 more, for a total of 56.3 inches of snowfall in the month of January alone, and that is topped by Snowshoe Mountain, also in West Virginia as well. So it's snowy, a lot of good conditions. Meteorologist Brad Panovich has updated his skiers forecast video on the homepage of skisoutheast.com, so go check it out. So we might see a little bit of rain, a little bit of underdeveloped snow or rain on Saturday. But man, things are looking just phenomenal for Sunday and Monday with more natural snowfall. So should be some pretty phenomenal conditions no matter where you go in the southeast and mid-Atlantic. I'm just going to take you on a quickie tour right now, just to kind of show you around the area. We'll start up in Deep Creek, Maryland. You can see that Deep Creek Lake, which is at the foot of Wisp Resort in Maryland, you see how much snow is on those tabletops. They do have blue skies there now, but the entire lake is frozen over and snow covered. So it just shows you how cold and how snowy it's been up in that notch. That's that little notch. It should be in West Virginia. But to make a long story short, you can tell great conditions there. That's looking at the face of the mountain, and you can see the snow tubing hill here with I think 10 lanes going this afternoon. Pretty amazing. We'll take you down. Just showed you Ober Mountain and Gatlinburg. Let's drop down into the Virginia mountains where we'll go slope side here at Wintergreen. This one here, pan around a little bit better in a moment. Let's just go. That is the top of Skyline Camping. You can see how snowy. Look at all the whales of snow they've got built up over there. This is down at the Blue Ridge Express. Nice conditions coming down. You can tell the sun sets up in this area. It's going to be beautiful. Now scrolling down, we're just going over to Massanutten, where you can see lots of snowy conditions. Kenny Griffin, Betsy, and his family are going to be there at Massanutten this weekend. If you can look him up, he usually wears some Ski Southeast gear, but he will be there. You can see this is from the summit. Look at all the snow down in the valley. Just a beautiful, beautiful shot here at Massanutten. And then now we'll drop down to Homestead, where Lynn Swan's been updating us every morning. Very excited. Lots of great conditions. Looks like a phenomenal Martin Luther King holiday weekend for the Virginia ski area there at Omni Homestead Resort. Last, we'll go to Bryce, and you can see lots of people already starting to show up there. They've made a lot of snow, done some fantastic snow maintenance, got good snowfall. And like I said, right now, I think the forecast is even a little better in the state of Virginia for maybe not having any rain on Saturday, but yet still getting snow on Sunday and Monday, at least the last I heard. We're going into West Virginia and kind of tool around the sledding hill here at Winter Place. Got some nice emails and content and information from their marketing people. Uh, Colleen and of course Josh Faber and those guys do a great job of providing good information. But anyway, got some good information for those events that are going on at Winter Place Resort. Here's another shot at Winter Place. This is going to be looking into the sun, so we'll get away from there. Timberline Mountain, I looked a minute ago and it looks like they're still having some internet issues. Their camera's down. We'll click on over to the Skidder Trail at Snowshoe. Not sure what's going on with that camera. You can see how dark it is. Might just be literally the lighting conditions hitting it kind of strange this afternoon. At the boathouse, it was pretty much, yep, it was pretty much right into the sun, so we won't dwell on that one long. The mid-station camera at Canaan Valley, getting some good shots there. You can see lots of snow still on the ground. Like I said, 5.1 more inches of snow. I mean, they've just been hammered in a great way if you love snow and if you want those kind of conditions. Did you see that powder stash just get hit by that skier going down the mountain? That's about as good as it gets right now. 56.3 inches of snow since January 1st. Pretty phenomenal every day, every day. So that's great conditions there at Canaan. Let's go to the bottom of the mountain. Um, this is why we always highly recommend, man, if you get a chance, go to Canaan Valley. Even on some of the busiest periods, the lift lines are just almost non-existent. One of Canaan Valley's older marketing guys that used to connect with us quite a bit used to talk about that a lot, and it almost sounded like an exaggeration. But if you don't want to have to wait in lines, it's a great place to visit, no question about it. Let's go ahead and take you into the state of North Carolina now. We'll go to Sugar Mountain's Big Birch. You're looking down the slopes there towards the clubhouse would be down in here. Looks great there. I think the summit shot we saw a little while ago is pretty good. That's not bad. Sugar Ski and Country Club, clear as a bell, looking down towards, I think that's Hawksbill right there. Might be Hawks Peak. But you can see good snowy conditions, lots of snow. Um, we haven't had the natural snowfall here in the high country that they've had, into even Virginia and some of the West Virginia mountains. But it is still, without question, one of the snowiest and coldest winters to this point here at January 17th that we've seen in a good 10 or 12 years. Unquestionably, the conditions are just amazing. We've seen, I think, Beach and Sugar, Hatley Point, I'm sorry, they're reporting 42, 44 inches. Everybody's had a lot of good snowfall here so far in the season, but pretty amazing. Good conditions there at the top of Sugar Ski and Country Club. We'll go over to Hatley Point. I was just speaking about them. I want to welcome them. You're seeing some buffering going on here. They are currently being hosted by IPCam. We're going to get them out of that probably Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. We'll push their live stream over to our video servers, and you won't have any of that buffering. Also talking to Deborah and their team about adding a camera or maybe more, getting some zooms where we can get up in here and see a lot more maybe from the top. So got to welcome Hatley Point, Deborah and her team, to the Ski Southeast team and Resort Cam's team. Glad to have them. So anyway, let's move on over to Cataloochee, where you're looking at the top of the mountain. Beautiful crystal clear shot there of upper oh my gosh, and Snowbird. Looks great from that vantage point. The Hemp Hill camera, same thing. Beautiful shot, beautiful view. Base cam, clear as a bell. Crowds are beginning to arrive. You'll see a lot more tomorrow morning for sure. Sledding Hill, let's go to Beach Mountain. This is looking at the profile side. The top summit camera, we've got a replacement for it already. It's been so doggone cold, and now that we're here on the holiday, we're not going to try to go up and get it installed, but we'll get that summit camera back up and running for all of you Beach Mountain fans. Probably Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, we'll look for that. The base camera is being replaced as well. This camera, the brand new camera, is going to be 4K, a lot brighter, and we'll actually be able to look up into here and zoom up. That camera is able to look up, whereas this older version is not. So looking forward to having two super 4K cameras there at Beach Mountain Resort coming soon. And in fact, the Beach Mountain Club, the golf course tennis community development there, just past Beach Mountain ski area as you go past the Beach Mountain Club. Blake and those guys, we're working with them to add a live camera. We already have it here at our office. We'll get that installed one day next week as well. So we've got a pretty busy schedule in the week ahead for sure, getting that summit camera replaced on top of all of that. So I'll go over to Appalachian Ski Mountain. where you can see beautiful conditions there. This is Upper Big Apple that it's zoomed into right now. And now that's going around to Orchard Run, looking up into the sun, but great conditions there. Just kind of wanted to show you things look good. The crowds are starting to show. And of course, we expect, like I said, a little bit of inclement weather underdeveloped. They're talking about snow maybe later this evening, but I got to tell you, the temperatures this afternoon got a bit warmer than I think a lot of people were expecting. But Brad was forecasting that, so we're seeing evidence of that. And it may have a little bit more on the rainy side on Saturday, particularly early. And then as things kind of nose down and we start seeing that Arctic front move in that everybody's forecasting, next week's temperatures are going to be frigid. I was talking to Cameron Tucker of Massanutten, speaking with her earlier today, and Cameron actually told me that they're looking forward to potentially getting a little bit of wet weather on Saturday to kind of refill those feeding ponds that are able to make snow with. She was not going to complain about a little bit of rain, but now that I think I talked to Kenny a little while ago, and Kenny and his family are heading there. He said he looked at the forecast and it was looking beautiful. So Kenny was pretty stoked. Maybe no snowmaking and great conditions on Saturday. And then, man, the temperatures nosedive down. Get some snowfall coming in on Sunday and Monday, as we said. So enjoy your weekend. We'll probably update you again tomorrow, maybe even Sunday, as we're looking at the crowds. I just wanted to give you this quick video update. Be sure to check out Brad Panovich's skiers forecast on the front page. Check out Jen Shannon's First Tracks posts, and look for Kenny to be posting some stuff. Rudy Ryback just posted a story about Zeb Powell visiting some of the North Carolina ski resorts. He was at Cataloochee, I think either yesterday or today, but Rudy updated us on that one, and looking forward to be able to share a lot more with you guys over the coming days. So think cold, think snow, and man, let's hope this trend that we're seeing, this pattern that we're seeing, hold static, hold true, and give us a continuing cold and snowy forecast through the end of January, going into February and March as well. So anyway, enough for now. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend.